Hi, this is David Berniker with Genesis Databases, and I would like to show you the magic of the datasheet view in Microsoft Access. This is the view that we use 97% of the time on subforms because it gives the user a lot of power and flexibility to quickly find the things that they want, filter the way they want, custom make reports on the fly, save them in Excel, email them to people, get quick answers to their questions. It just has so much flexibility that it is an extremely useful tool, especially if you get just a good data set out there. People can just do wonders, and they don't have to call you for every little thing to create a custom report every time their boss or their client or their supplier or their coworker wants something. So this is the datasheet view of a customer orders list from the classic Northwind uh, database. That's standard for Microsoft Access. So what we have here is orders, the status of the order, the salesperson, the customer, shipping date, a shipping cost, a tax cost, and a total in the datasheet view. So the first thing that the datasheet view does really well is filtering. I see all this, but I just want McDonald's. There's the right-click filtering, which has equals, does not equal, contains, equals, begins with, contains. You can use anything if you don't know how to spell it or stuff. But here I'm just going to go equals McDonald's. Here we are, down on McDonald's. Um, and this sort of is good, but you know what? I just want to see what's new. I don't want to see the closed ones. So I'll go here. Does not equal closed. There we go. Very good filtering. These are my current orders from McDonald's. If I want to bring it back, I just press unfilter. So that's the one, what I think of as the right-click filtering. We also could do that using the Excel-like filtering that people are very used to. So if I click up here, it gives me that whole familiar Excel thing. I'm going to deselect everything, get back to McDonald's. Okay. Same thing here if I needed to do that. Deselect, just press new. Okay. So two types of very powerful filtering that you can do a lot with. Unfilter. Okay. In addition to that, sometimes you just want to see what you want to see. So you just want to see there's a lot of this stuff you don't want to see. You want to see your shipping costs. Somebody just called you and they want to see your shipping costs on the Coca-Cola orders. So I might right click here, equals Coca-Cola. I don't care about any of this stuff, so I might hide it. And I don't care about this, I'll hide that. Hide that, all that hiding. This is my shipping cost for the Coca-Cola. Here's the totals, which I'll speak about later, but shipping on each order for the Coca-Cola. So what we have there is the ability you can adjust columns. Well, first I'll unfilter it. I will unhide everything. And it shows you all the stuff again in an Excel-like way that's familiar to people. So you can easily hide and unhide things. You can also, stretch them and move them around. You don't want that there. You just want your order, your customer, your shipping costs, and then we'll just hide, 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 and so we have all this. That looks right. Maybe that's a bit wider than we want it. We'll put it down a bit. You can also do that adjustable thing where if you double click on it, it'll stretch to the width. Double click, stretches to the longest width. And now you have this thing which you can screenshot or you can save as Excel, do a lot of things too. So there's this great ability to, on the fly, customize the screen in the way that you need it. And then when you exit and come back to it, let's see if we can do that. No, and then I'll go back. And now we're back to scratch. Whatever the one user does or you do is not saved permanently. It's just there to give you the flexibility to get what you need quickly, just in the exact way that you need it. So we have the filtering, column adjustments, hiding columns, moving columns around, changing the sequence. And then you can also export this. So you can export the whole report, but let's just say that, you know what, let's sort this. I forgot there's also sorting. So I can right click, sort it, A to Z. And now we have our things sorted by customer. Let's move this over here maybe. And turns out that Johnson & Johnson, you just want to know what the status is on all the Johnson & Johnson reports. So I will, or let's do Pfizer. I'll right click on this, equals Pfizer. Now we have this thing. Now at this point you can save it and export it in many different ways. You could export it to Excel, to a text file, PDF, or email. I think the most common ones people really like are Excel, because then you can crunch your own numbers, right? So I can press Excel here, bring this up, we'll just say open it up. There you have it, in Excel. You can crunch the numbers any way you want. You can save it, you can send it off to Pfizer. Here's your orders, here's the status of your orders, in an Excel spreadsheet that other people can use for their own data manipulation. Incredibly useful. People love to get things in Excel, better than in just scanned format that can't be used as easily. You can also export it into PDF, so you just want to sort of get a screenshot of it. We'll do that. Now this one you probably want to trim it a bit, but here's the PDF file. Because it's too long, it goes to the next level, but you can adjust that. Close. And what's also nice about Datasheet View when you use it as a subform, because you'll often have customer information up top, is that it's compact. A lot of things fit. In the other alternatives that Access gives, it just takes up a lot of space. This is as efficient as it could be. Like you could see the maximum amount of items without scrolling, without moving around or scrolling, which takes a long time and it can be frustrating. It's very easy to read. It's easy on the eyes. You know where you get used to knowing where exactly everything is. It's arranged much more neatly in columns than just being like an open form everywhere. Also, I didn't mention before, we have these totals. So when you're looking for a report about all your orders, you got this. How much I have here, a total, which is how much I spent in shipping, 2,138. Total orders, 70,000. This is a count, which means how many orders are out there, 48. Now in this area, you can have various different, let's see, you can have sum, average, count, maximum, standard deviation, variance, a lot of things without any complicated programming. The ones that people use most often are sum, count, and to a lesser degree, average. Sum is the big one. People just want to know their totals. And count something is like how many of these orders are outstanding or something. And sometimes average might be like, what's my average shipping cost? So we have these totals here right on the bottom, which prior to this involved a lot of coding to program that. And now when you filter down, like in Coca-Cola, the total filters with you. So your total shipping cost for Coke is 100. Your total orders is 15,000. And there are 4 records. Goes to the count goes with you too. So as you filter along, you can just sort of say, I'm going to go oldest to newest here, but I'm just only interested in the first quarter, which is ended on March 31st. So I'm going to go here, or we'll say the first 2 quarters. So I might exclude that, which is, or I'll just put it here and I'll say on or before. Now, at least excluding that, the totals get adjusted. So bringing the whole thing, sometimes people want to see their performance in a date range. So let's just say we just want to do the first quarter. So first now obviously the new ones haven't been shipped, so they're just out of the picture. But if I sort by ship date, then in the first quarter, we can say this is the first quarter, which ends on March 31st. Let's say you want to know what happened in that quarter. So you'll hit the highest one in the quarter. You'd say on or before, and now you have a filtered thing by date. So instead of having custom-coded date fields, start date, end dates, you can just do with quick clicks. You can do that much faster and with much greater power and flexibility than you would using the custom program things, which a programmer would continually have to program for each one of your unique needs. Another cool thing is that you can do a very quick email. So again, order status report. A lot of people want to know what's happening with the boss basic. Just what's our outstanding orders? What are the orders that are on the floor that haven't been shipped? So let's get rid of closed. Does not contain closed. We certainly don't want shipped. Not contain shipped. And maybe we want to see them aging. What's the oldest orders we haven't done yet? So we'll go oldest to newest. Here we are. Now we have a custom report for the boss, but yeah, you know what? We have all these new status new, and now let's just give it to him as a spreadsheet. So in one step, I go here, I press email, I select the format. I could email it in spreadsheet, in PDF, PDF format, text format. But usually the one that people need most of the time is Excel, and if not Excel, often PDF. So if somebody basically wants a status report or an invoice or something, a lot of times order confirmation, PDF. If someone wants to crunch a whole bunch of numbers, a lot of the time Excel. We're going to select Excel, and this is an email, so I'm pressing OK. It opens up Outlook, and I will send it to myself. Yeah, I typed too fast and relied too heavily on spell check. And then that's the email, and here's the attached file, which it just created the Excel spreadsheet, which has all the data that you've filtered down. It doesn't have everything. It has what you've chosen to show here, which is the orders and production report with all that information already attached. You send it away to whoever's asked it for, and that's quick. Once you get used to that, that's very. So I hope that I have convinced you that the datasheet view in Excel is a very powerful tool. Most users love it because it's Excel-like, which is the thing that a lot of people, if they've really spent any time trying to deal with numbers in computers, have got some mastery of Excel, and they want to be able to just see things the way in a format that they're used to. And this is much more actionable for them than sort of big open forms or than reports. And it's extremely powerful. And I think with just the information contained in this video, which I think most users could master this in an hour, what I've just done is very easy. They can do a lot of extremely powerful things. This is David Berniker from Genesis Databases. I hope you enjoyed this video.